Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're here for Shoshimin? How to Become Ordinary? I'm just gonna call it How to Become Ordinary, honestly, unless the full name is Shoshimin, How to Become Ordinary. I'm not sure which one it is. You guys will have to clarify in the comments. This is supposed to be a pretty solid romance for this upcoming season. A lot of people were excited for it, and Crunchyroll is about 30 minutes late. I've been sitting here refreshing because I was trying to be on top of this recording, and Crunchyroll is, they're late, to say the least. Which, to be fair, what's new with them? But yeah, we're here to start a brand new series, brand new romance. I don't know anything about it. I don't know the concept. Just How to Become Ordinary sounds like a cool concept, to say the least, for a romance. So we'll check it out. We'll give it a try, and we will see what the series is all about. I really don't think I have much else to say as far as an introduction to the episode goes, or introduction to the show goes. I just hope this is going to be a good one. From everything I've seen, it sounds pretty good. So, per usual, feel free to check out the Patreon and Discord. Links are in the description below. As far as the Discord goes, we talk about current anime, past anime, current manga, past manga, and have non-anime conversations as well. And as far as the Patreon goes, you get exclusives and uncuts to all of my reactions. So feel free to check out either of those of your own will. But now, without further ado, let's hop straight into Shoshimin, How to Become Ordinary, Episode 1. Interesting how it's like got a consistent... the black bars, whatever that like style is called. I think this is a flashback though. But whatever that like style of anime, or not style of animation, but like when you put the black bars on either side, I know there's like a word or phrase for what that is. I just forget what it's called, honestly. I already love the lighting look. The scenery looks really good. Me too. Oh, so they already knew each other. Okay. So this is not a situation where they meet in school. No, they already knew each other. Okay. Who is his voice actor? Who is it? I recognize it. I gotta look it up because I recognize it. Yep. It's Akira from Zom 100. I recognized it immediately. I just couldn't pin the character behind it. Or one of the more popular roles. I think she also has a pretty famous voice actress as well. So we've got Osanai and Kobata. I'm failing to be an ordinary person. What? Is she just terrified of everybody? Yeah. It's such an interesting style. The black bars are not disappearing. They are just consistently here. To botch a cerebral task. Dojima. Okay. Kengo, Kobata, and Osanai. Ah, okay. So they became friends in middle school. Good to know. Okay, I'm sorry, I have to look up who her voice actress. You guys are probably so fucking annoyed at me. I'm sorry, I have to know who her voice actress is. I'm sorry, okay. Yeah, she's Yamada. Literally Yamada. From Dangers in My Heart. I should have recognized that. That's why her voice sounded so familiar to me. It's just a much quieter Yamada. Oh, that stuff just doesn't interest him very much. Oh, his parents are sweet makers. Okay, so that's why he smells it all the time. You're looking for a perfect damn, he just knows everything about her. Holy shit, down to the very minute details there. Worry that he's going to impose on you? But it seems like they were friends before that already. He's very much not an ordinary person. Anything that interferes with that. Is this style gonna go away, or is it just gonna be like this the entire time with the black bars? If it's gonna be like this, I should at least know what it's called. Hang on. Sorry, I'm looking up so many things in this video. Letterboxing? Yeah, it's called letterboxing, okay. This girl seems to love strawberries. I can relate to that.
緒に行ってくれる？
様。
早く行かないと売り切れちゃう。
They only had one left, huh? What time is it now?
多分間に合うね。お。ケンゴ。
Uh-oh. Kango's coming along. Yeah. Don't get any till next spring. Lest you cause a disturbance. What are these quotes they keep reading out? This is so interesting. I'm just really intrigued. Oh shit. And why exactly is he having to help this situation? Also, I'm sorry, this just clicked in my head that I remember this. I'm pretty sure this series is by the author of Hyoka. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty certain that this series is by the author of Hyoka. I think that was the big thing about this show, is that it's his second series, I think. Someone can correct me on that once again if I'm wrong. And what's with these two faces there? It was gone when I got back. Damn. Just sanctioned him to a floor. Alright, interesting start to this already, yeah. Didn't pressure you into letting him look for it, did he? I already like the atmosphere of this show a lot. I already love it. Yeah, this is definitely by the Hyoka author. You can tell the way they're setting up like these mysteries and stuff. This is without a shadow of a doubt the author of Hyoka. You can just tell by the way the mysteries are being set up, and our main character is off to solve them. Very much reminiscent of Hyoka. Did she genuinely just misplace it? I don't know where else it could be. Was that someone running around? What is he doing running around? Oh, he's really trying to find it, huh? Buy spring exclusive strawberry tarts at Alice, ideally 2, then buy milk, return them quickly. Eat 1 strawberry tart after dinner. She's making like a note page for her schedule of the day. Eat the other tomorrow morning. Did she get embarrassed by that? What was up with that? I guess maybe she got embarrassed as she was just talking out loud. Did what? Did Kingo just know he was onto something? Oh. Yeah, I mean, it looked like he was just sprinting around up there. Yeah, what is going on? Why is he being weird about it? Damn. As soon as we split up, he went home. That's funny. It's been about 30 minutes. Yeah, he really should get going now. Just out there waving away. Just see his mouth moving a little bit. I mean, it's been 30 minutes. He needs to go back to her. What? The police? That was also such a drastic reaction to that as well. You should just be like, dude, calling the police, that's intense. But he was like, no, the police? Alright. Little suspect, dude. I think he's starting to realize that he may have stolen it? I'm not sure. At first he looked at his pant legs and saw that they were wet, which I'm not sure what that's supposed to insinuate. And the way he starts like looking around, he's like maybe trying to formulate stuff in his head. What is he doing? They're all just like, what the fuck are you doing? No, something definitely just clicked in his head. Something most definitely just clicked in his head. 15:55 now. This case can be solved with one witness testimony, huh? Yeah, why was he also like very strangely just moving from floor to floor and avoiding Kengo? To take off his indoor shoes. Yeah. Reenacting what he possibly did here. so that they wouldn't be able to find him. And then he accidentally stepped in water. Yeah, but Kengo kept calling him. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. But why would he steal it? That's my biggest question. Why would this guy randomly steal it? Wow. Okay, well, if you want to become ordinary, this might not be the way to do it. This dude should be out here solving every crime. But yeah, all I can say is this is 100% by the Hyoka author, without a shadow of a doubt. This screams Hyoka mystery solving. Only difference is this isn't Oriki. This isn't Oriki and Shitanda. Shitanda? I forget how it's pronounced. Who was watching at that time. Her? Oh, that's why she looked down and blushed? I was so confused at why that happened, but it happened because she saw him. She's the witness he needed. Something was planted in it? Was he planting like a love letter or something? Could you imagine? Could you imagine he wanted to like confess to her, so he stole her to put a love letter in, and then he was gonna try and get it back, but this whole mystery was sprung about by Kengo, and that's why he freaked out about the police being called. How the hell did you discern it was gonna be there? That's crazy. The thing that was planted. Yeah. Yeah, it's literally a letter from Takada. It's a love letter. It's mine?
もしそれ以上近づいたら人のいるところまで逃げて吉口さんにこれを渡します。
You definitely have nothing to say to that.
それラブレターでしょ。
Yeah. The way she runs and hides behind him is so adorable. So you tried to take it back. Oh, yeah. He realized stealing her pochette and putting it in there and then giving it to her would just be really creepy. Because he stole her, like, something that was hers. He stole it and then tried to give it back after she had already thought it got stolen or something. Yeah. She's dragging him away now. Are they even still there? How far away are they? Oh, I forget that she wants to go get the... Yeah, okay. She wants to go get the cake. So, that's why she wants to leave so quickly. I don't think they're dating. They're just confused. Like, wait, what? I really think this entire anime is going to be in this aspect ratio. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I don't think animes will do this for like flashbacks, like when in Zom 100 in the first episode, the whole thing is like it's got the letterboxing on it, and then he like breaks away the letterboxing when color comes back to the world. You should definitely watch Zom 100 if you haven't. That show's fucking awesome. But that got rid of it within the first episode. This still has it. I don't know if we're gonna keep it the entire time. It's definitely a very interesting stylistic choice I've never seen before. Wonder why he didn't take the letter out. That's a fair point. That's actually a fair point. He was out of sight from everybody, yet he still never took the letter out to go give it back to her. Or like plant it back somewhere. Oh, got scared by the people on the baseball team. And he kept getting calls from Kengo, so he just had to hide it. I love how they do it from like Koboto's perspective here, as if he's like the one doing it. Maybe this is how he gets, because earlier he was doing the wave thing as well, which I feel like is how he gets in his mind of like trying to put himself in the other person's shoes and what they were possibly doing. I like this so far. I like me a good mystery show. If this is anything like Hyoka, I'm gonna love it. I believe this is labeled as a romance too, so if it's like Hyoka, but with romance included, because my literal biggest... I mean, I guess spoilers for Hyoka, but that show is so old at this point. If you haven't watched it, you're probably not going to. So if you don't want Hyoka spoilers, I guess skip this. My literal biggest complaint with the series is that it wasn't a romance between Oreki and Shitanda. That was literally my biggest complaint about the entire series. 20 episodes, and they like... very lightly teased you about there being romance, but they never confirmed anything, and the show ended, and we've never gotten anything since. That is my biggest complaint with that series. The mysteries were actually fun and well done, and the character dynamics and their interactions were really well done, But that's my biggest complaint. And I believe this show is labeled as a romance, which I think I'll like a lot more. The mystery with the added romance is very good. Cool. Okay. I just had to confirm that I was also right that this is done by Hyoka. I was like 99.9% certain, given the feel of this show. It felt very much like the Hyoka authors, or just felt like Hyoka in the way that they did the mysteries and went about that kind of thing. And I looked it up, and apparently this is actually a novel series, but it's like a bunch of different short mystery stories. So I wonder how they're gonna compile it all into one like season. I hope it's not like totally episodic by nature. It is labeled as just a mystery, so I don't know if we're gonna get any romance here. That we'll find out about that later on. That's gonna be I hope we do, but I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm excited to see the mysteries, but I do hope there does end up being like longer arcs and it's not just one-off mysteries every time. I don't know. I'm also getting the same feeling I got from Pseudo Harem with this one. Pseudo Harem. I'm getting the same feeling from this in that the story is like kind of episodic by nature. Like that is how Pseudo Harem was. The first episode was entirely just like small little gag bits throughout the episode. There was no overarching plot of the first episode. So I don't know. We'll see how the series goes. I'm enjoying it. This is not to say I'm not enjoying this at all. I'm loving this. I love Hyoka, except for the one minor complaint I talked about earlier. Actually, that's a pretty major complaint. But everything else about the series was fucking awesome. I loved Hyoka. It was actually one of the first anime I ever watched. I think it was in my first 5 shows I ever watched. So yeah, anyway, and that's enough rambling. I'm excited for what the rest of the show has to offer. I just hope at some point we get maybe a more overarching plot, and it's not just this episodic mystery thing with each episode. Which, if done well enough, that will still be enjoyable. I just would still like there to be a more overarching plot. At least somewhere in here. It doesn't even have to be like a thing for like 6 episodes. It could be like a 2-episode plot or something like that, where it takes like us a few episodes to maybe solve a mystery and we get some character development. I don't know. This series is probably pretty good. Hyoko was really good, and so I imagine this is going to be similar. Yeah, because he didn't want to get reported to the police, like Kengo had brought up. Oh no. Strawberry tarts will be the least of our worries. What are you guys doing? If the police catch you? Oh, that's right, because it's technically illegal in Japan to have someone ride on the back of your bike. Illegal is probably the wrong way to put it, but it's just not allowed. I found this out from Dangers. I didn't even know that was like not a thing you're allowed to do until I watched The Dangers of My Heart, where Ichikawa like freaks out about him getting arrested by the police for having Yamada ride on his bike. I would understand if we were dating. Oh. Me neither. Yeah, man, you solved the entire mystery. The show is so pretty. What was the different? What is happening? What is happening? What is going on right now? Actually, what the fuck is going on? It just keeps what is happening? This is just like oozing artistic, like, I don't know the phrase to put it, but I don't know what is happening at the same time. Like now they're walking across the bridge from each other? You can use me as an excuse. We'd promised that was what we'd do for each other. That's how the two of us create our moments. Becoming completely... This is crazy, I love it. I fucking love it. It's interesting how he said that's not a situation we'll ever be in. Okay, now we're back to the bike scene. So this was actually happening. I'm not sure what all those cuts were. That was super cool, like stylistic wise, but I don't know what the fuck was going on. But the way they both said, they were like, yeah, that won't ever happen to me. And she was like, me either. I feel like maybe it will develop. I don't know. Once again, this show is not labeled as a romance, but still, you never know. The show is so pretty, by the way, too. I don't know, I haven't said that enough in this video. Did they still have some? Oh, they still had them. Oh, right in time for the last 2. Those are huge, also. Holy shit. 2 giant boxes for her now. Yeah, then this was also on her notes. She needed some milk.
とかじゃなくて出汁がないんす。
I just can't get there. And
パクられました。
自分で何とかしろ。場所は分かってるな。
what is going on with these guys? I feel like we found our next mystery we're gonna conquer here. She's so excited about the tarts. Oh my god, he stole their fucking bike and tossed the tarts out. You gotta be kidding me. The tarts, man! Her precious strawberry tarts, what the fuck? And he just made off with your bike, too. Oh, she's just in shock. Great stuff. Genuinely super great first episode. Lot to talk about, just because I have some prior knowledge on the author, because obviously this is the author of Hyoka. And just in general, I have a lot of questions about the direction of this series, and like, the letterboxing is such a cool like thing to do, but to have it for the whole episode's an interesting choice. We're gonna see how that progresses, and if they're going to keep this aspect ratio the entire time. I love Osune and Koboto. Their dynamic is already very fun, and obviously the question of if it's going to turn into a lover thing over time, I really don't know, but their whole thing is how they want to become ordinary. So there's a lot of interesting stuff to digest. The thing where I was thinking about it, and the thing where it like cuts 5 different times to her giving different facial expressions, I wonder if that's like to detail how many times they have come here to this place. Like each of her facial expressions is them on a different day or something. I'm not sure. You guys can probably clarify better than I can what's up with that, and like the directing choices here of them like on the different sides of the bridge, and like her in the water and him just watching her. It's so interesting. It's so intriguing. I love the direction of this show, and I think this is going to be a really fun one as we continue going forward. But yeah, I don't think I have much else to say. I think that is going to wrap it up for my reaction to Shoshimin, How to Become Ordinary, Episode 1. I loved Hyoka. If you can't tell by how much I have talked, I loved Hyoka, and I'm very happy to see another work from the Hyoka author that seems to kind of be in the same vein, but also be doing its own thing at the same time. And the animation studio that has this clearly seems to have a great understanding for what they want to do with this series. And so I'm very excited to see where the rest of it takes us, even if some of the things, like I said, don't play out exactly how maybe I would want them to. I think this is going to be entertaining nonetheless, no matter what ends up happening. Next episode, we gotta hopefully get the bike back, and the strawberry tarts are no more. But we'll see where we go from here. But like I said, I think that is gonna wrap it up my reaction to Shoshimin How to Become Ordinary, Episode 1. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.